Hello. Almost didn't feel like streaming today, but I figured, what the heck. Oh, I had a long ass day today. We just opened up YouTube and this showed up. Wow, the algorithm's working in my favor this time. Oh, I forgot I'm like doing Mr. Key's quest. I assumed you were already streaming. Big mistake. Hello. Hi. Wow, a lot of people tonight. My people, it really is Monday, huh? We're like almost halfway through winter. I thought yesterday was Saturday. I wish it was Saturday. Right, Mr. Key's quest. I thought I'd get more of these things from chopping all those trees, right? And I, like, didn't. So I guess I'll just go to Ginger Island and, plant those key seeds, I suppose. My back was kinda is absolutely like killing me today. Like, I didn't think I was gonna make it through work. How many do you have right now? 35, so I'm assuming I'm just gonna I just plant them all. Plant a bunch of them, right? Just a bunch of them. And then plant them all till I get 500, I guess. I think that's how it works. Gotta get one of those fancy massagers. No. I was hurting so bad, I made an appointment like today to go to my local chiropractor. And I guess they like, what did they do? Took x-rays. Then he did like a little bit of alignment or whatever. Like cracked my back. Oh my god. I felt relief as soon as I like stood up. It's like cracking my back, and I feel like that's exactly what I needed. I was just like popping all over. And then I get home and I'm like, it still hurts a little, but I still work tomorrow. Oh god. God, I felt awful at work today. I was just like, then it was it was a harder day than most. And I couldn't take it. I was like, hi, I'm not gonna make it. My coworker's like, here, go to this place. Call and make an appointment. And I'm like, okay. And I called them, like, can you, like, help me? And they did. It's just so... Man, I'm just tired right now. But what's new, right? When am I, like, not tired? Use the Seamaker to get more. What I did to get how many days for the quest you have left? 18. What I did was fish a lot to get more. Oh. Got a fish. Finally have a lot of wood. I guess there was wisdom in planting all those trees. Let's see. Let's see. That. Tomorrow I can buy another iridium sprinkler from Krobus. Unless I decide to just make one, but... Oh. Whoops. Oh! Fuck. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. We're off to a fantastic start today. Oh, guess I gotta fish for another one. Oops. I said. Guess I gotta fish for another one. Oh. Had another busy day playing Stardew. Oh, cool. I had a day of my back hurting so much that I had to go to the chiropractor. But that's fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's a good game to get lost in. Give me my key beans, dude. Oh darn, I was a little too late on that. My chickens are no longer starving and grumpy. They now have hay, so they are generally grumpy now. Just generally. My god, I only got one. But that's enough to replace the one I lost. Oh my god, a skull. Twice destroyed a plant by accident because I had an accident. That just happened to me right now. I don't know if you were. Fuck. I dropped my controller. Oh god. Ugh. Okay. It just like slipped out of my hands too. It was just fell on the floor. I let it slip through my fingers. When will I ever not be tired, chat? God, being an adult is literally just saying to yourself every night as you go to bed, maybe tomorrow will be a better day. Until you die. Ha. I've never smashed the controller, let alone throw it. Yeah, I don't smash it. It just like slipped through my hands. I guess I wasn't holding it tight enough, but lucky for me, my room has carpet, so... my room has carpet. Of course, my room's the only room in the house with carpet. Just my luck. I'm not getting anything. What the hell? Oh. Okay. Fork them over. Y'all don't have anything. It's done half for collection quests. You have to collect new materials even if you already have existing. Yeah. That was me doing one of the special requests to get some like ginger for Caroline's quest, I believe. Visiting Ginger Island every day. I feel bad if I just leave him on the island. Cool. My favorite part of the game, killing the little fuzzy dudes. Hi, Tacho. I did it, Tacho. I finally went to the chiropractor because today was the peak back problem day that I literally thought I wasn't going to make it at work. Repairing the fences. Not like I have a fences don't decay mod active or anything. How'd it go? Well, I'm gonna go again on Friday to get like some treatment options. I mean, they took x-rays and then he pretty much like popped my back or like cracked it or something. And I felt some sort of relief, but right now I feel it. I was like ready for the worst. I'm like, what are you gonna tell me? Do I have like scoliosis or something? Is it enough to get me out of work? Ah! Please don't make me go to work. No, I didn't say anything about work. Be like, can you give me a doctor's notice to say I can't go to work? Because they're the ones fucking me over. But the repetitive movement. Oh my god, Tasha, we're just the back problem people. We try to give each other a high five and be like, same problem, but like our hands touch and like our backs give out on us. Getting your back cracked, it's great. It's an experience. Like, I forgot what he was telling me. He was telling me like something, and I guess it was like to distract me because then he went, and like I didn't scream, but I let out like a kind of yelp. And I was so embarrassed because there was like also like other people, and it just caught me off guard because I didn't know what I was expecting. And I went like, ah. Crack my back like a glow stick. And then tomorrow's Tuesday. I hate Tuesday. Tuesday's my long day. Will I ever not be in pain? My god. Graduating high school was like the beginning of the end. Wait, what? Oh. The fuck is wrong with my fence? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, it's a hardwood fence. My bad. Hopefully you don't need too many sessions to recover. When I had my physical therapy, they gave me a massage and then gave me acupuncture because they said my muscles were too tense. I felt so good the next day. Yeah, they also said like, oh, just sign here if like you ever need to do, what did they call it? Dry needling? And I'm kind of like, huh? My dumb ass going, huh? And I was like, is that acupuncture? And they're like, yeah, you're not a complete idiot after all. And I'm kind of like, thank you. They didn't actually say that. But I imagined it. Oh boy. Just me and my destroyed back. They're gonna be like, do you have weights at home? And I'm like, no. I mean, my mom had to get some for her therapy. Or her carpal tunnel or whatever. And I'm like, I'm just like, don't make me lift weights or something, please. Me, Miss Nort, no core strength, no upper body strength. I used to need a chiropractor going out because I'd get achy really easily. I think it was stress, because stress is a causer of bodily pain. Am I stressed? No, my problem is that I work on my feet for 8 hours a day. My problem is that I work in retail and I can't find anywhere else. My first time going to a chiropractor. Oh, my poor back. Do you know how debilitating it is to have back pain and not being able to do your job? It sucked. I felt useless today at work. Retail jobs in New York, but I guess you live in a small community, so there are less opportunities. Yeah, that's the thing. No, I just straight up do not want to work in retail anymore, but I gotta make do with what I have. I gotta make some kind of freaking miracle. You have no options here. It's either work for, like, Walmart or work in one of the factories or you're a crackhead. Oh my god. You want... As if, like... So you thought yesterday was, like, unhinged at work. Today, it was in the morning. And apparently someone tried to break into one of my coworkers' cars. They had their stupid little, like, Slim Jim too. And my friend saw it. Well, my coworker. And, like, the way he handled it, I didn't see it personally, but it was just, like... He told them, like, what are you doing? And then the guy, I think the guy must have been cracked out of his mind or something, which is a common... something common that you see here, crackheads. He was like, oh, this is my car, I have the title to it. And I'm kind of like, what the fuck? The way my friend just handled it, though, like, it rattled, like, everyone else except him. Because I think he just knows how to, like, deal with it or something. I don't know, but... Can you imagine? You're working... And luckily, he was outside with my other coworker... because he works outside. And he saw it, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck? So then, what did we all do? We all went to our cars and, like, made sure everything's okay. I went to my car, said, fuck it. Like, that morning, I was kind of like, I fucking hate it here. I hate my job, and I hate my life. I hate how things turned out for me. And then the back pain started, and I'm kind of like, this is literally, like, I don't know, like, why the universe is doing this to me. Maybe I did something wrong in a past life. But fuck, dude. I swear. And then that's the funny thing. That's the second time someone tried to, get into someone's car in that fucking parking lot. And then you can't really tell the cops either, because they won't do shit. Ha. The other one was another crackhead, too. It was a lady trying to get into people's cars. Ha. See, this is what I mean, how I said that I want to be a warmer person at work. But there's no reason for me to be warm to a bunch of crackheads that come in and try to jack people's cars. That's why I'm kind of like, I don't think I need a change. I think I'm pretty good as a human being. Fuck that. They don't deserve warmth. I will never work retail ever. Don't do it. It sucks. Fast food is also up there too, and I fucking hate it how parents would be like, oh, why don't you go apply at McDonald's? They're doing like $17 per hour. I'm kind of like, fuck no! They're like, oh, but you said you wanted a job. I'm like, no, fuck you guys. Y'all mad at me because I set boundaries for myself? Huh. How are you today? You can't be warmer in retail. That's just impossible. You might live in a worse area than me, and I live in the hood. I don't think it's like, well, does it sound as bad as I say it does? I mean, no one's getting shot up here or anything. It's just a bunch of crackheads, really. And people stealing stuff from the store, but there's nothing we can do about it. I swear to God, I was like in like such a, I was kind of rattled that someone tried to get into my friend's car. And I'm kind of like, oh my God, if someone tried to break into my car, I will fight nail and tooth. I will fight you till I go down. Because you're not taking my car from me. Because I worked years to save up the money for the car. And you're not going to get your crackhead hands on my vehicle. Oh God. And then everyone's like, oh, it's because you can't really go up and tell them anything. Because what if they shoot you or something? I'm like, bitch, shoot me. That's my car. I'm just 5'1" or something. I will fight you. Square up. One of my friends from high school had a part-time job at a side at Pizza Hut. He just reeked the pizza every day. Elia's a G. I mean, who wouldn't be pissed off? I worked hard for my money. And that's the thing, too. There's always, like, people, like... I was talking to a coworker, and he's like, oh, if they try to take my car, I'm gonna, like, rip the tire off and, like, beat you to death with it or something. Okay, like, yeah, we both will kill someone if they mess with our cars. So we bonded over that. Another coworker, mind you. There are crackheads everywhere. So your friend smelled the pizza. The last thing we need is, like, someone to get shot up here. That's the last thing in my universe. Not in my universe, but the last thing, like, the universe needs to fuck me over. So yesterday was finding the ashes. Finding someone's cremated remains or something. I swear to God, there were human... I think they're human remains, because in the back it says, the contents of so-and-so, and it had the person's name. I swear to God, they were human remains, and someone got, like, donated. Today was the crackhead trying to get into the car and my back pain. The last trifecta that I need is to someone to shoot up the store, and I die. That's the cherry on top for me. And today I was just like, oh my God, if they're gonna shoot up the store, just get it over with. Your coworkers sound good at least, so work can't be all that bad. Oh no, we all hate it there. We all universally hate it there, so I think that's what drives us, and we also need the money. I've never had issue with coworkers. It's always like how stupid the managers are. Nah, that's tomorrow. Oh, shooting up the store? Yeah, that's probably tomorrow. At least someone's getting shot up in this town, I think. Everyone's just a crackhead. Now it's the other cities where people are getting shot up and shit. Americans have guns everywhere, it's crazy. Oh yeah. And the cops, the good-for-nothing cops of this town won't do anything. America moment. Hi, Fedison. Here to make fun of the country. Not me, always pissed off every stream because some bullshit happens at work. The thing is, I try so hard not to take work home, because I already had my meltdown at work last year. And I'm kind of like, no, it's not worth it, but oh my God. Every day my patience is tested at that place. It's one of those, you know, like, oh God, grant me the serenity to deal with bitches. Guess I gotta charge my laptop. Fedison lives in England. He lives somewhere. Do you remember those holographic cards that used to have Pokemon on them? They still make holographic Pokemon cards, though. Right? Oh, he lives in England. Europe. Does Europe have gun laws? Fedison? Fedison, my boy. Babeyyy. Kid. Two days, 1 day. Huh. Okay. Englishmen don't carry guns, they have batons. Guns are cringe. People stab each other with small knives. Whatever happened to just beating each other to death? Or swords? We should really bring swords back. I thought Eddie lived in Hong Kong for some reason. He used to live there. I think America just kind of sucks. Take it from us. Me giving y'all a taste of where I live. You see why I'm like this now? And I hate how they're like, my coworker was telling me. She's like, oh, did you know we can't park close to the store? And I'm kind of like, yeah, I know. They just want us to walk. I hate it. We should be allowed to park in the front of the store, but now it's for the customers. I'm like, customers this, customers that. I'm tired at the end of my shift. All I want to do is get the fuck out of there. I swear to God, like, if you were to see me leaving the store, I'm pretty much like doing my little pacer walk to get the fuck out of there. And like avoid like having a coworker talk to me or someone be like, hey, what? And I'm like, no. Be like, don't talk to me. Ha. Swear to God, don't talk to me. England talks about America with their guns and they stab each other all the time. Someone was arrested for running around with a sword in the town I went to school in a few years ago. Huh. That was Fedison. Speaking of guns in America, we are the only country that has school shootings. You know, you think after... Oh my God, I always bring this up, and this is like always like the one that's like the worst, but you think after what happened at Sandy Hooks, we'd pass stricter gun laws because literal children were murdered? Do you think they would have done something? And no, they don't. They're like, no, it's in the Constitution. The Constitution was written like 200 years ago by a bunch of men who barely washed their balls. That's just my gripe on it. I don't like getting too political on these streams, but that's my 2 cents on the topic. I generally just try to avoid topics like these because we gotta ignore it, you know. Why me? Is that why you were living in Hong Kong? Because you were escaping the government. I was in high school still when the Virginia Tech incident happened. We were all joking about how the same thing could happen to us because the security was trash. A homeless guy could have walked into my school with an assault rifle and nobody would stop him. Yeah, that's the thing. I know if you go to like a really really hood school, they have like metal detectors and shit. Like Chicago or some shit. Or they like make you wear clear backpacks. I think my friend said it because she lives in Chicago. I don't know. I haven't really spoken to her in a while, but I think they had to use like clear backpacks, and I'm like, oh my god. America, unfortunately, is notoriously terrible at making change, and sometimes when they get passed, it gets reversed because it's how we always done it. Yeah. A few years ago, while I was at community college, we had a shooter scare, and I thought I was gonna die. And mind you, there was a prior incident where a couple people died, and my sister missed it. Holy shit! See, this is what I mean. I'm not a parent, but you think your children would be safe at when you send them to school, and imagine if they're like just not safe. Oh boy, gun laws in Stardew Valley. My school had a metal detector, but it was mainly for jewelry. I think I used to rock gold chains, and the teachers hated it. Tacho has drip. Oh yeah. I love gold jewelry. I have a bunch of gold jewelry. Not a bunch. I'm working on that collection, but I do be wearing my gold necklaces. That's right. Piss off the school. It was. They got metal detectors for jewelry, but not for guns that can kill people. That sounds about right. America is America flop. Did you mean America is a flop or yeah. We kind of failed. Some states suck, yeah, but there's a lot of good states. There's good states? Can you name me a good state so I can get the fuck out of here? Just kidding. I can't move out anytime soon either. God. I'm never gonna move out. I just have too much stuff to pay for. Like, my parents don't make me pay rent, so I'm pretty much stuck here. And they'd be like, why don't you get roommates? So I'm like, first of all, I don't have any friends. Second, I don't think I could manage living with someone again. I did my fair share in college. Washington is really nice. Is it? Anything in the Northwest? That's true. You don't really hear anything happening in the Northwest. Northwest has those nice little misty forests. Hey, my sister lives in Washington, actually. I've seen Washington well, Seattle. Well, she doesn't live in Seattle, but like around that area when she picked me up from the airport. It's always raining there. It's always cloudy. They weren't kidding. A train's passing. I should go get run over. Maybe my back will stop hurting. I was ready to be like at the chiropractor to be like, oh, what do you think caused it? I would have been like, oh, you know, those heavy textbooks they made me carry when I was a child. Oh god, that fucked me up. I'll blame the school before I accept that I have like bad posture or something. No, first I'll blame my work, and then I'll blame the school, and then I'll blame work. No, it's school. No, first blame work, then blame school. Before I admit I have bad posture. And that's causing my pain. I don't even think it's bad posture, because right now it's acting up these past 2 weeks. I've been asking my coworkers, I'm like, how long was I bitching about my back hurting? And they're like, I'd say 2 weeks. I'm kind of like, yeah, that sounds about right. It's good when you live near the borders of states. Like, I live in Mass on the border of New Hampshire, and I can go there to avoid paying taxes sometimes. Wait, explain. How do you avoid paying taxes? Oh, that's a lot of coffee beans. Wow. Let's see. Something's during the chiropractor today. It's like, did you eat something that triggered it? And I'm kind of like, huh? In my head, I was like, what? I was like, no, I'm just overworked at work like a dog to make an impossible number. And be like, dude, all I eat is like oatmeal to try to lose weight. Because I don't have enough energy to go to the gym. Yoshi commits tax fraud. Tax evasion. Man, I want my back cracked. I think we should all do Stardew Valley and chiropractors. How fun. I can't wait to go again. And be like he also did the thing, like he popped my back right and whatever, and then he did the thing like where they grab your neck and they like twist it. Next time I'm gonna be like, can you just give me the internal decapitation? I'll take one of those to go. One internal decapitation, please. Oh, I forgot to go to the sewers yesterday to pick up an iridium sprinkler. I'll take one internal decapitation to go. Did it hurt? No, more so it startled me because I wasn't expecting when he was gonna do it. But boy, does it feel good when they're done. How do you make iridium sprinklers? Oh, battery pack. Gold bar, iridium bar. I can do that. I feel like as I'm getting older, my pain tolerance is going down. Which is crazy, because when I was a child, I endured gallbladder attacks. I took it like a champ at school. And they'd be like, what's wrong? And I'd be like, oh, my stomach just hurts. And now that I think about it, I'm like, holy shit. I had, like, nerves of fucking steel when I was a child. Enduring that pain before it got taken out. Now I feel like my pain tolerance is gone. I just want to be in peace. I'm just like, no, please, no. Now it's more of a, will it let me skip work? God, dude, I hate my job. Minimum wage in New York is like 15, 16, I think by now. That's kind of what it is here, but I don't trust chiropractors. I have a really high pay tolerance. When your state's minimum wage is more than double than others. Oh, now you're showing off in front of us poor people. I see. Dang, New York minimum wage is 15, 16. Is that even enough to survive? I don't think that is, huh, Tacho? That's like barely scraping by, no? Considering how crazy your rent is. Oh, I only have 4. Darn. Imagine thinking people don't deserve a livable wage. Here they do. This is why I think I have a hard time working, because just like I feel like I just wish I could be my own boss. It's just now that the fact that COVID made me like rethink a lot of things. I think COVID made like the world rethink things. Like maybe my job isn't my everything. And then I see some stories of people like, yeah, I quit my job and I started my own business, and I'm kind of like, how? The fact knowing that I work for a company that could care less if I passed away, you know? And that always has to like stay with me in the back of my mind. Like, these people could care less if you died. And like the company can just like replace you, but that's just how the world is. Ha. So while I'm sitting there at work, I just think like, oh, we're doing all the work because we're at the bottom. And the CEOs are out there getting their bonuses for doing none of the hard work. I think this is how revolutions start, you guys. Huh. Short answer, no. Most low-tier jobs don't pay the bills themselves. Nobody can actually afford to survive in New York unless you're rich as fuck. Yeah! No minimum wage in this country is livable. I'm not gonna explain what people or no, talk about belly buttons. Well, that explains that Sonia, responded Sonia art. They try to hit every kink with their artwork. I see. Oh, whoops. Speaking of Resplendence, I'm so salty that Resplendent Saber came out because they made him so handsome and I don't have Fate Pass. It's tempting. It's very tempting, but I don't need another Sardinette, you know? Especially in this day and age. I'm so mad. My god, they made him so handsome. And I canceled Fate Pass. They always do this to me. Ah. Man's got a fucking glow up. Huh. I mean, aren't there outfits in Faye that reveal the... Oh, we're still talking about belly buttons. A job should pay bills at the very least. Looks can only get you so far. This one, the face kind of cute. Don't care for her character though. Yeah. I saw someone say that Resplendent Faye gives off like generic emblem enemy or emblem soldier vibes. And I have to agree. I don't know. She's still the only unit with Fire Sweet Bow, so... Oh, whoops. I hate to chase Faye down to get Fire Sweet Bow. Faye for Resplendent, that YouTuber will be very happy. Oh yeah, there's the person who has like a bunch of plus 10 Fays. What was her name? I think I know who you're talking about. Whatever did happen to them? Fire Sweet Bow isn't as good at it anymore. Faye is okay. I thought her original art was fine. They made her look like less of a yandere with the Resplendent art. I still can't believe they made Faye a character that wasn't in the original Gaiden just to be a simp. What a tragic fate. Being a simp. Like, that's her whole deal in Echoes. It's kind of sad because there could have been, you know, more. And of course they didn't deliver. The face stand with a bunch of plus 10 face with different builds. Yeah. It was crazy. They had like they had a bunch of plus 10 phase. I just don't know what their name is or what happened to the channel. One of the only characters I actually hate. Yeah. And it's sad because she has a cute character design and they just did that to her. They did her so dirty. I expect there to be a lot of dumbed down characters in the eventual Yggdrasil remake. I'm one of those that I don't want Yggdrasil to be remade because I like its image, the image it has now. I'd like to keep it like preserved. I don't know if this counts as gatekeeping. Don't call me out on it. But, there's just something about a game that was never localized and it's just like preserved, you know? She's really cute. Faye is legit the overly attached girlfriend. Yeah. Don't understand her appeal. It gets annoying after a while in the story. I like her design. They gave her a good design. I just hate how she has like no personality and it's tragic. I don't think she deserved that treatment, but coffer. Cool. She's in a one-sided relationship. Even in like the support that she gives, like in combat, I think she gives all like crazy ass crit, but he doesn't really give. I don't remember him giving like anything good to her. I'm trying so hard to remember, which is kind of good from like design wise. How she gives Alm a massive build, but she doesn't really give her anything. And she has like no support conversations. I feel like they only added her to balance out how many female units are in the game, because in the original Gaiden there's like fuck. In Alm's route there's only like 4, I guess, and then Celica's just 3 girls. No, 6 girls, I believe. They won't depart from a tier rating probably because of sales. She becomes an awful wife slash mom in her ending, leaving her family all the time to visit Alm. Ha! Celica's rad. I like her fashion sense. Yeah. Which one? Gaiden Celica? Or Echo Celica? Although the artist really did nail the Echo redesigns. Their chef's kiss. Mwah. They're quite wonderful. 15 days. I can do it, I think. Both. Brave Celica has that cool retro look. I know. Playing Gaiden is an acquired taste. I actually really liked Gaiden. I know how clunky it is for an NES game. But I was pleasantly surprised with it. I liked it, honestly. I played it during one of my spring breaks in college. I think I fell in love with how, like, ambitious it was for, like, a NES game. How split route. It did something that, like, Sacred Stones couldn't do. You were literally locked into, like, either path. And I was kind of like, whoa. And they tried customization with your units. Choosing class paths for them. I was like, wow. They, Gaiden did that on limited hardware space. To be fair, both are being yeah, the beef that Celica and Alm had is like so not worthy of being beef. Like not worthy of fighting that hard, I think, but we needed the drama of it all. So it stayed. I mean, even in the original, it's kind of like, oh. In the original, it was kind of the same too, but they kind of amped up the drama in the remake. Why are we talking about Echoes, the game that doesn't have Anna? Oh, right. Anna was replaced by the shopkeeper or the trader, the Kellum lookalikes. I kind of get it. Close friends have really dumb arguments. What's the worst Fire Emblem game? Tacho Shadow Dragon. That was my first FE game. Oh, whoops. Gaiden. I am rapidly approaching your location. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with Shadow Dragon. They were thinking PvP online. I'm glad people aren't saying Revelations because I genuinely enjoy that game. I think we didn't say it because we want to block it out of our minds. Shadow Dragon is good. Fire Emblem Heroes? That's the best response. Yeah, I think Fire Emblem Heroes might be the worst one. Hey Tacho, if someone said the Tellius games, are you gonna square up? The only good thing I can say about Shadow Dragon is the music. Yeah. They made music for a game with only 2 tracks. Isn't that incredible? A rare take no FE game is bad. Radiant Dawn has awful balancing. Okay, but who is going to say the Tellius games? I know, that's why it's like a hot take. Oh boy, Radiant Dawn and balancing. Tellius has bad things for sure. It's not perfect, more so Radiant Dawn, but what it accomplished was on such a bigger scale that I never felt it mattered. Tellius games, there, I said it. Oh. They'll never top Tellius. Fates has the funnest gameplay. Yeah, okay. I think that's the thing that everyone agrees on, is that the story is, like, not good, but, like, the gameplay is actually interesting with all the different, like, combinations you can do and the skills. Okay, I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Conquest is, yeah. People are like, yeah, Conquest, top 3, easy. But then they'll be like, story, and then they have, like, a meltdown about it. Which 3DS game to play first? Just play Awakening, honestly. It's a good introduction to the series. I'd say play Awakening and then just go in order. Just play Awakening and then play Fates and then play Gaiden. I mean, sorry, play Echoes. My bad. Awakening is great. Get the DLC. Yeah. Okay, Awakening DLC. Awakening DLC was so much fun when it came out. That was my Awakening was my college game. That's why I have a soft spot for Awakening. Because that was the game I literally played throughout college. And the DLC just made it that much more, how do I say it? Immersive? Oh my god, that's true. We're gonna get copies of Awakening, and then people won't even be able to play the DLC. And they're gonna be missing out on so much content. That's a tragedy. Oh my god. I play for FE characters, not for gameplay. Awakening was 10 years ago. Well, I didn't get it on release. Was college 10 years ago? No, it wasn't. Oh no, I got it in like 2014, I guess. It took a while for me to get into it, so the DLC low-key kind of carries. Yeah, the DLC is what how do I say it? It like wraps everything. It wraps like all the FE games together. How do I say it? Like if you don't know anything about Fire Emblem, I guess, and then you start with Awakening, if you play the DLC, you'll kind of get a feel for like everything that came before it. Because wasn't Awakening technically supposed to be the last game in the series? Because, well, what was it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but they say they weren't gonna, after Awakening, if Awakening didn't do good, they weren't gonna bother to localize it anymore. So I guess they went all out with like the cast and shit. Had no classes that Friday, so I went straight into the city to buy it. Awakening was 2013. Yeah, I was in college. Yeah! The DLC that's worth getting is Feature Pass, right? Yeah, that... No, just get the whole DLC. It's gonna cost you another game, but I'd get it. The whole... Oh, how much was it for the DLC? I think I paid like $55. It was literally another copy of Awakening, but you get your money's worth. I say. Your age is showing. Haha. Old person joke. Was college 10... College was 10 years ago? Fuck. College was like... when I first started, it was like 7 years ago. Awakening was supposed to be the last of it. Yeah. And what did they do? They made like a... They put like a supreme cast. I don't know how they managed to do that, actually. And then it just became, like, legendary. And now some people hate on Awakening, but you won't deny what it did for the series. At least give it that. Yeah, I got Awakening on... I think it was on one of my birthdays, actually. I went to the mall. And I picked up the copy, and I was like, it's me and you forever, I said. Great presentation. Awakening got kind of lucky. The 3DS was suffering a massive game drought at the time. I'm almost positive if Pokemon X and Y were out before Awakening, it would have died. I feel like X and Y are like the forgotten generation of Pokemon. I'm still salty we never got Pokemon Z, because I guess Game Freak was so eager to finally move on to the next console. I don't know, Kalos feels like it's missing something. I don't know what it is. Like, I only played it once. And that one time took me like 2 weeks to finish because of school. But I never felt the, how do I say it? Complete after beating it. I feel like there's something missing. Like, I don't get the level of completion, like, if I beat, like, even if I beat, like, Ruby and Sapphire or something, there's just something missing out of it that I don't feel complete. The quality of life in XY will never be matched. True. That's true. They did improve upon it. From the DS era to the 3DS era, yeah. They made ease of access better. Pokemon X and Y they had so much potential, and Game Freak was just so eager to move on to the next generation that they kind of like left it behind. Which is why Pokemon Z could have tied up loose ends, if you know what I mean. Because they never really explained like Zygarde. You know, Zygarde's supposed to be like the balance or whatever. They never explained it. And then you play like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and you get the complete form of Zygarde, and it's kind of like, what? He's never really touched upon. That's why I think Pokemon Z would have been a good way to tie it all together. But no. Even the story next to it was kind of dope. They never really went anywhere with AZ, and he was the dopest character. Yeah. You only get like a very like minor, how do I say it? Oops. Very minor backstory. All you know is that there was a big ass war, and it was like catastrophic. I don't know. It had so much potential, like lore wise, and they didn't really do anything. If anything, the only thing that really like came like a big high point that pretty much changed Pokemon forever was the introduction of Mega Evolutions, which is something that I guess the series kind of needed at the time because we were in Black and White too, and like the meta was kind of how do I say it? The meta was like, yeah, whatever. There wasn't anything like crazy. I guess they tried to do triple battles and rotation battles, but then they brought Mega Evolution out, and that was kind of like, whoa, a brand new thing. And then they took it away. We never got the people are so salty that we never got the destruction flow. I'm pretty sure they distributed it, right? They distributed the that unique Floette or whatever its name was. Oh, whoops. No, they never did. Are you sure? I thought it was distributed. Zygarde could be a candidate for a Legend Arceus game, like along with Kyurem and the Tower Duo. Oh my god. I still have to pick up Legends Arceus. That's on my to-do list. Oh my god, Legends, like a Johto Legends game would be so cool because Johto is already it already has that how do I say it? I think the theme with Johto is like tradition or something, I don't know. Cause it's the most like Japanese, well, old style Japanese, if you know what I mean. So I feel like, oh, that'd be such a good candidate for a Legends game. Just go to ancient Johto. Or, you know, people saying like, oh, Legend Celebi, because it time travels and whatever. Look at all these facts we're spitting out tonight. It's so good. There was data for its signature move, Light of Ruin. I'm so mad Mega Aggron is never coming back. My favorite Mon got a Mega and it's gone. That's me with Steelix. My favorite Pokemon got a Mega and I'll never see it again. Because they were so eager to move on to the next generation and they gave us Z moves and hand holding. No, you want to know what's the most saltiest thing people say about the X and Y games? They never got to go into the power plant. I think I have a friend to this day, he's like, what's behind it? And like, I don't know how to answer him. I don't know what to say to him. Yeah. X and Y had potential for a great story, and they didn't do anything on it. Read all about it. Well, here's hoping they don't fuck up the new Pokemon games, Not gonna lie, not to sound like a Gen 1er or something, but the way the art style is also not looking Pokemon anymore is kind of, huh. I'm so old. I've been around for a while. And like Ken Sugimori art style is like my beloved. Not to show my age or anything, but Mega Silence for me and Heracross, my two favorite Pokemon with sick Megas, just gone. Your favorite is also a Steel type base take Queen. I hope Kieran we get to see its original form before it's split into its current form. Maybe we could also meet the brothers who caused it to split itself in the first place. Yeah, steel types were my favorite type, but then they nerfed them for no reason. I don't think steel types deserve to get nerfed. If anything, the dragons were the ones who deserve to get nerfed. Dragons just shredded in 5th gen meta. Even in 4th gen too. They shred and then they just did that to steel types, taking away their resistance to dark and ghost. That's bullshit. I'll never get over that. That's the whole point of steel type. Steel type wasn't invented. No. In the beginning, I think they made like steel and dark types to counter the psychic type because psychic was just so busted in Gen 1. And then they just like, oh no, steel type can't resist dark and ghost anymore. And I'm kind of like, what? No, that's stupid. It's the steel type. It's like the shield of the types. Ah. Steel was OP. They resisted everything. No, I don't think it was that unbalanced. No, it wasn't. I'm just the fellow steel type enthusiast. I don't think it needed that. You're crazy. They were perfect. It was the dragons that were causing all the trouble. That's why they made the fairy type to balance it out. It's still the best defensive type. Ferrothorn was absurd in Gen 5 competitive. Okay, maybe just one Pokemon, but... Okay, maybe Ferrothorn caused havoc. Average steel type enjoyer. No one's gonna understand. I'm trying to defend myself and like my favorite type and they just get nerfed. It doesn't really realistically make sense to resist Dark and Ghost though. Ghost would face through it. And Dark does nothing wrong to it. Well, maybe I'm just salty, but... You'll never know. They nerfed my favorite type. Of course I'm gonna be salty about it. You want to talk about making sense? How is fighting good against steel when it's the last time... When is the last time you punched a metal and it shattered? I don't think it's more so shattered, but more so punching a hole through it. I could see why, because fighting type is pretty much supposed to, like, be physically... have physically high attack, so I could see it punching through like steel, I guess, you know. Bug is my favorite type, so I had a field day in Gen 5. Oh, a bug type enthusiast. That's a rare commodity these days. If I saw him seriously in real life, yeah, my first thought is punch it to death. You may not shatter it, but you can cause internal bleeding. Darn. Poor Ice, though, it only resists itself with 4 weaknesses and no immunities. At least normal has an immunity and is only weak to 1 type. That's another type I'd like to enjoy. But the thing with Pokemon games is that you never have access to early Ice types. I feel like ice types are very powerful offensive-wise, too. Especially back in the day, because that was what you needed to, destroy the dragons. Also, ice-type moves are fun to use. Maybe it might be a hidden favorite type of mine, but I just never get the chance to use them, because they're all late game. Ice is just not good. I think offensive-wise it's good. Defensive-wise, no, it's not a good type at all. Ice was so bad they made Curin Black legal in Gen 5 OU. I love freeze dry. Surprise! I'm super effective on water now. The problem with ice is that usually water types get ice move regardless. Okay, but ice has Glaceon. It's just the type you don't get to use because it's either late game or like middle to late game that you get your first one. Just a shame, you know? Glaceon is also a Pokemon, like, okay, you know how in Platinum, they give you can get an Eevee? I wish Glaceon was, like, you can access it, like, in that point of the game, like, kinda early game, because it would be fun to use an Ice type. And, you can only get it, like, on the road to your 7th badge. I haven't played it forever. I'm sure Ice is probably okay by now. I still go by that Ice is a fantastic type for offense, just not for defense. Also, I just don't know how the meta is now anymore, so I haven't played a Pokemon game in years. The main problem is that hail doesn't increase the ice damage like rain and sun does. No, it just gives you 100% accuracy for Blizzard. Nowadays, Glaceon evolves by Ice Stone. Crazy how we never got Leafeon in Red and Blue, since we literally had a Leaf Stone. I wonder why it got scrapped. I'd like to know that, actually. We could have had Glaceon early in Gen 1 had they just considered it. Heck, did you guys ever see the, whatchamacallit? The beta of, like, Gold and Silver? I think Leafeon was kind of in the works there, too. I always like watching those videos of the beta, Gold and Silver, because it feels like looking into an alternate universe almost. Like, we could have gotten that game, you guys. All those beta designs. That could have been our Gold and Silver. Even with the beta designs of some Red and Blue Pokemon, it's just weird. It's trippy looking at it. I don't know how to explain it. Does anyone remember the Pokegods from Red, Blue, and Yellow? There's like a room you can catch Mew under the truck and evolve Charizard into Charcoal. I know the Mew under the truck one, but I don't remember the Charizard one. Didn't the Gold and Silver demo leak yeah, it was a couple of years ago, but it's fascinating looking at it because that could have literally been our game. It's like looking into an alternate universe. Favorite evolution? I'd say Leafeon, actually. Sylveon's cute too. And Espeon's good too. And Umbreon's good too. Yeah, I'd probably say Leafeon for me though. Or Sylveon, I don't know. Maybe Leafeon for me. I'm gonna say Leafeon. Passed out 7 feet from my house and Jojo fined me $800. Oh. Yeah, that's why you hate Jojo. And Pokemon Conquest may have something to do with that. Vaporeon was cracked in that game. Yeah, I think it was Leafeon. And then like, I remember my first playthrough of, Explorers of Sky, I evolved myself into a Leafeon, I think. Little grass friend. If I can have a Leafeon and just... It says it can, like, make clean air around itself. And I'd be like, ha! Me and my clean air. You know what I want so badly? I want those... Like, the Pokemon Center website has, like, these sleeping Eevee dolls, and they never restock it. That website is in shambles. Because they don't restock anything. I would love to get my hands on a sleeping Leafeon plushie, so I can put it on my bed. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's a throwback. Oh my god, and then Explorers of Sky. Can you believe Explorers of Sky is their best written Pokemon game? Guys, in my first playthrough, I cried when I beat the main story. That's how good it hit me. And I never expected myself crying at a Pokemon game, but it was so good. I'd love to play that game for stream. I just don't have, you know, a capture card for a DS. Oh, it's 10. Oops. Oops. The only one I played was Explorers of Time. That's like the same thing, no? I think, I don't know. There's a Switch remaster of Explorers of Sky. There is? Pokemon rumors. Y'all, the Pokemon rumors back in the day that you find like your credentials in freaking the playground was wild. Some of you weren't even around for Pokemania in the 90s. The playground rumors of Pokemon was so crazy back then. Y'all had no idea. And then, the internet kind of spoiled that. Or took everything away. This is also why Pokemon was crazy before the internet. We never knew what info was real or fake. Yeah, that leads back to the whole, playground rumors. Like that freaking that Charizard evolves and shit like that. People used to call Meryl Peekaboo. That's true. Fucking shame some of y'all missed out on Pokemania. It was nuts back then. I'm so glad I was able to experience it and corrupt my mind with other people. Oh, y'all would never understand. Like you thought like the resurgence with like Pokemon Go was something big. Now, I don't even think Pokemon Go was as big as Pokemania was in the 90s. I don't think it was that scale, honestly. Even though the first summer when Pokemon Go was released was like the closest thing we achieved to world peace in the world. Hi. Peekaboo. I miss Pokemania. I always get nostalgic for my youth. It was before I knew about bills. And every day just seemed great. Fuck, dude. Not me being a nostalgic bitch. I need more hay. Everything was better in the 90s. It was. We didn't know. I'm pretty sure there was like social injustice in the 90s or something. Scandals. But we had no idea. I think I remember watching a video of a Pokemania, actually. Like, someone just, like, recapping what the heck it was. And I looked through it, and I'm kind of like, oh my god, I lived through that. Kind of sucks how Pokemon kind of died down in the GBA era, because I never had anyone to play with. They were like, oh, you still play Pokemon? That's for kids. And I'm like, now that I look back at it, I'm kind of like, bitch, you're a kid too. I swear people were just like, oh, no, they just started hating on Pokemon. The same kids that grew up with it, they just started, like, hating on it, and it's kind of like, what? God, it wasn't socially acceptable to play it again by the time I think, back into, like, high school. I think that's when you started to meet people like, yeah, I still play Pokemon. And then in college, there's, like, absolutely no shame either. In college, they just, like, you'll play it and no one bats an eye. If anything, there's people playing Pokemon in, like, the library. Which is kind of like, oh my god. I was so alone in the GBA era. Maybe that's why I poured hundreds of hours into my Fire Red version, because I had no one to play with. I still don't understand why Maron and Azumarill are water fairy, but Azuro's not a fairy. What triggered the type change in its line? I remember Burger King had these shack fries. You basically shook the bag, and it had a cheese powder thing you would mix with it. Back when you were 10, you tried to act like you were 25. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then they start hating Pokemon. It was not cool anymore in Gen 3. You sound just like the kids who would tease me back then that I still play Pokemon. You think 25 is like so old? Those fries sound familiar. I'm not even sure if I even got to try them. I don't remember. All I remember was the Burger King Pokemon toys, and you gotta collect them all. And that little gold tin, like, Mew card or something. I hope I'm remembering it correctly. Oh, yeah. I heard that shit got retold too. It got recalled, I mean, the Pokeballs, because kids were asphyxiating, because kids will be kids. Maybe that's why they stopped distribution. Huh. Interesting. I love Gen 3, but Pokemon slowed down in the early 2000s. Shaq was everywhere in the 90s. Yeah. That too. I remember that. He even appeared in an episode of Static Shock. That's the name of a show I haven't heard in a while. He was definitely the guy back then. Yeah. Oh, y'all are like making me nostalgic. Now I'm gonna get sad at night just thinking about how good it was. Goodness. I think I'll just fix it here. Oh, whoops. Oh well, we're gonna be doing this eventually. I don't have any iridium sprinklers. Fuck. I mostly just know him from Space Jam. Space Jam? You mean Michael Jordan? Oh, I hope, whatever that is, gets their act together and allows Brandon to Mega Evolve his Sceptile into Pokemon and Pokemon Masters X. He's from ORAS events, and others like May, Wally, Steven, and even Licia have Megas. You should send the feedback to them. Have y'all ever sent feedback to Faye and they get like the most like computer generated response you get from them? Next time be like, why is your game so awful? Why is the power creep so awful? And then they'd be like, sorry to hear that. Pokemon Master sucks. It's the worst gacha I've ever played, and I played like 15 different ones. Yeah, Tacho has corrupted his mind. Jeez, Tacho, how can you play 15 gachas? Faye already pisses me off enough. I can't imagine playing 15 gachas. Oh, hell no. I always laugh at the people who send feedback in Faye. I asked for anime Faye's only animations. I never got a response. Not 15 at the same time. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, geez, Tacho. You're out of your mind. It's like I'm shouting into the void. It's like talking to a wall. It's like talking to a brick wall and expecting something said back to you. Hey, we never got that Faye channel. They really said They really said, here's your golden tickets and that's it. Face so stupid. Face stupid, and I want Resplendent Saber so badly. Ugh. But this game is awful. Hey, would you guys like... Did I ask this yesterday? I don't remember, but should I make a video of my free summons for the CYL tickets? I haven't been, like... Oh my god. There's a lot of banners I have, and I just haven't redeemed it. And I think I should get it out now, because the banners are going away soon. Incest is so out of tune with what the community actually wants. They just have no idea. They don't! Do you guys remember the survey they did in Faye way back when? I'm like so far removed from my Faye content now. I don't know who I am, you guys. I lost my my identity. Oh. Whoops. I used to send feedback all the time. If you want to be lazy, you can do a community post picture of your summons. That sounds just like me, to be honest. I mean, I'm usually pretty lucky. I can get pretty lucky. I can get lucky in Faye, just not with every other aspect of my life. TBH. You jinxed it now. Nonsense! All my bad luck goes to my job. Can't you see? I only have 7 key beans. Huh. I free pulled Tinny on my Ishtar tickets. Nothing good on Golden Week tickets, though. I actually got the Dragon Flower Golden Week pack earlier. I used some of the orbs to spark Scion Julie off the double special heroes banner before it ends today. Oh shit, does it end today? Oh wait, no, I already redeemed it. Never mind. I was about to have a panic attack, but I remember summoning and I didn't get anything. Actually, I think I summoned, did I summon? I think I did, yeah. It's not the end of the world if I don't. I don't really care anymore. Worst character in the Pokemon series, Ash or Misty? What a hot take. I would always get mad when Misty would cock block Brock for no reason. We all agree that Brock is one of the most likable characters, right? I never had beef with Brock. Truly one of the best companions. Ooh. He's my brother. Brock is literally me. You know, the rock type is a type I'd like. I like rock types. I remember when I was playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I tried to make like a competitive rock type team because I think they're neat. The only problem is that you can't really use them because they share a double weakness and stuff like that to water. So it's kind of like, ah, jeez. Just a gal who likes rocks and steel types. Grass is also a type I like too. You just can't really use them. Oh, especially if you play a Johto game. God forbid you play a Johto game with a grass type. No. Oh, there's a Kiwi. Brock and his jelly-filled donuts. Probably someone for Pokemon Sword and Shield. I should be a geologist. It's too late for my dumbass. I'm just wasted at this point. Brock is one of my favorites, honestly. Liking Pokemon characters as a child is understandable, but not when you're like in your 20s. What if we're in our 30s? Can't leave my horse out there. Late 30s if we're being real. Not that I am. Just saying. Dawn's cute. Probably my favorite designed female character in the games. That's true. Yeah. She does have a good design. I agree to that. The olds. I wish Dawn had a better Pokemon than that stupid grass turtle. You're making fun of, like, Torterra or Turtwig? That's not cool. Torterra, my homeboy, literally carries an entire ecosystem on his back and y'all make fun of him. late 30s equals midlife crisis. Don't poke fun of Turtwig. I love Turtwig. Oh, I went straight to defending Torterra. I'm kind of like, no, you can't just diss homeboy that carries an entire ecosystem on his back, rent free. You can't just diss him like that. Well, since we're talking female designs, well, just a shame we never got the female character in Red and Blue. Gen 4 starter designs were all so good. Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like Gen 4 was the last time I actually, like, enjoyed, like, starter designs. I don't know, I feel like Gen 4 and below are, like, what I'm most comfortable with, which is, kind of funny saying, because that's literally the games I like played the most, so of course they'd be like my favorites. Leaf, yeah, but like looking when it was, what was it, the video of the beta stuff for Red and Blue, we were so close to getting a female trainer and we didn't get it. Gen 5 starters were all so trash. Can't believe no one's talking about Cynthia. The thing with Cynthia is that they, like, it's Cynthia, so... Well... Your favorite trainer comes down to what you think of their hat. Don't get me wrong, like, the U-Level starters, like... Oh my god, I remember the controversy when Oshawa came out. People were so fucking mad. And then when Sun and Moon came out, it happened. I saw it happen all over again when Poplio came out. I saw that Oshawa hate just repackaged in the future. It was wild. Can't wait till you get Arceus. Oh boy. You're gonna be waiting a long time, because I never keep my word. Poplio hate is justified. Poor Chris just get... Yeah. We technically didn't get the first female until the crystal version. Gen 5 protagonist designs look good. Yeah, especially since Black and White, they were supposed to be older. Only Greninja was a good design. They ruined the other... Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember when we were talking about that, but I really want them to go back to Pokemon designs that are more animal. That are more... What's the word? Quadrupedal. Instead of what's it? Bipedal? I hate how all the starters are starting to look like stand on two legs. I want them to be more animal-like, because that's literally like what Pokemon is. It just freaks me out, you know? The first time crossing the bridge in Black and White. Oh my god. That was peak design in Black and White. Seeing the bridge. Gen 7 starters all sucked. Every Pokemon game gets silly drawn. I just want them to be more standing on four legs. I don't like seeing the bipedal shit. Or when they start acting human, like, what? The Gen 7 starters... How one of them is like a soccer player and the other one is like James Bond. They're trying to do something that the DS wasn't capable of. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on Gen 9 starters? They look good. I don't think I've heard anyone complain about them. I'm fine with them. Blaziken was humanoid, sure, but Blaziken has a good design, so that's that. They could be better. Yeah. I don't really like none of them. Honestly, if I were to ever play Sun and Moon, I might just ditch my starter. Yeah, you gotta see the final forms of your starter. That's people's zodiac signs. Fuecoco is lovable though. He's a derpy little dino. I can't believe we're finally going this to what's it based off? Spain? I love the Spanish puns in the names too. Like what do they call it? Spriga what is it? Is it Gatito or Spring Gatito? Fuecoco. Oh, I see what you did there, Game Freak. Oh my god. It's Spain. Gen 7 had oh. Sprigatito. Watch the rival team be Catalonian nationalists. I forgot Gen 7 was Alola. Sprigatito is my favorite so far. I like Fuecoco, honest. I like all of them. And then I forgot what the duck is called. The duck is funny too. The duck was like, let's make Ducklet not look so plain. And then you get that duck. It's a little aviator, no? It has the JoJo hat. What if that's the final evolution? They give it like a JoJo hat? Ducklet. I don't know what the duck is called. It's Dolan Duck? It's gonna turn into a pelican. No! I'm excited for Gen 9. If they can blend the Legends Arceus elements with the main game Pokemon stuff and it works, they'll have made my dream Pokemon game a reality. Daxley, I think it's called. The duck is called Quaxley. Quaxley. The duck's cute too. Can Game Freak make a real Pokemon game again? Oh yeah. I think that's probably what I'm waiting on. I'm probably never gonna pick up Sword and Shield because I'm one of those people that can't get behind the, what do they call it? Dexit. I think that's stupid. That they're holding hostage your favorites. I always go with a water starter, but I cannot avoid the grass starter. Yeah, I feel like for those, you have to see their final evolution. Sword and Shield was fun on my first playthrough. I love the character. Sonia's such a bae. That's such a Tacho thing. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the artwork. Oh my god, imagine if that's actually what it looks like. Oh god. Said the pacing sucks. Oh boy. Gotta catch 'em all. Did they still put that logo on the game boxes? Gotta catch 'em all. They don't do it anymore, huh? Because you can't do it anymore. The cast carried Sword and Shield. You mean the woman carries sword and shield? Some hypothesize it'd be like the guys who wave capes in front of the bulls. They haven't done that in decades. How old am I? When was the last time they did it? Oh my god, was it like gold and silver the last time I saw Gotta Catch 'Em All on the box? What is it? Gotta Catch 'Em All, and then Legend Arceus, they say seek out all Pokemon? All fancy? Very. Gold and silver. Oh my god, it was gold and silver the last time we saw Gotta Catch 'Em All. They haven't done it since Gen 2, and I remembered. It's just the Sinnoh Dex again. Arceus, let us catch them all for once. You don't even need, like, another game. The logo is so iconic. I know, like, if you compare the Japanese logos to the American logos, they actually bothered to change it to the color of the game and whatnot. Oh, God. I think I'm going to call it a night. Because I got to get bright and early to my fucking job. Hopefully they don't shoot up the place tomorrow. The Japanese box art for Pokemon Diamond is the sickest game box I own. Ooh. Yeah, leave it to them. Leave it to Japan to have all the fancy stuff. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. I'm tired. I'm tired and my back is tired. But yeah. We had very good discussions this time. Nothing unhinged. I'm very proud of you guys. You guys can hold decent conversations after all. Alright, you guys. Have a good night. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow if I feel like it. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.